Hey, what's up guys? Freda here. Welcome to this bonus video that I'm gonna present on a project called Radix. The reason I'm making this video because I met the team in Barcelona when I went to a crypto conference back in September, or I think October, where I met the Radix team and also one of their meme coin founders called Hug. Right, I met them on the conference as well. Really good people, and I promised them to make a a nice video on their platform to see how it works and what they're on about. So let's dive into this layer 1 protocol. Before you continue, always read the disclaimer just for your own safety. Now, let's start with the introduction of Radix, right? So Radix is a layer 1 DeFi protocol that seeks to improve the efficiency and security of decentralized finance applications by addressing common issues such as scalability, interoperability, and smart contract vulnerabilities. Also, the platform aims to solve DeFi challenges by allowing different applications to interoperate smoothly while enhancing security measures to prevent smart contract hacks. And lastly, Radix introduces new technologies such as Cerberus, Consensus, and the Radix engine, which makes building decentralized applications easier and more scalable. So all in all, Radix is just another competitor for these other layer ones that you are seeing across the crypto ecosystem, right? So let's see how Radix actually works. So Radix uses the Cerberus that I just mentioned in the previous slide. So Radix uses the Cerberus consensus mechanism, which allows applications to scale by validating transactions in parallel across shards, improving throughput. Also, the Radix engine functions like Ethereum's EVM, enabling the deployment of smart contracts referred to as components, which model real-world finance systems, which is really interesting and very unique. Developers can reuse smart contract components from the Radix catalog, simplifying and accelerating the development of decentralized applications on the platform. So there's some very unique use cases here, right? For example, the Radix engine, I didn't see this before. So very interesting stuff. So let's see how they do on the socials, right? So I have a tweet here from October 22. You guys have to remember I made this whole presentation a couple weeks ago. I just left it. So they of course have newer tweets, right? But this is just something that I like about Radix, that they have Twitter spaces, they engage with the community, they listen to the community, so that's a good thing to see. Also, you can see, man, they are pretty old as well. They're around, this Twitter account's around since 2013, right? The project itself, I think it's around 2019, 2020. Someone can correct me. They have a nice amount of followers. You can see they're also based in the US, Jersey, I think. And yeah, everything looks okay. If you want to look at the website, go to radixdlt.com so you can see more information. So, narrative, of course, Radix is a layer 1 protocol. So that means developers can go on Radix, build their smart contract or build that DeFi protocol. You can see to the left, these are all apps, right? These are apps that got explained to me when I was in Barcelona, right? You see, I think this is a DEX. I'm not sure. They have some meme coins running on it as well. Like I said, Hug is one of them. So basically, Radix is another layer 1 that's that's looking to face the competition of the BNB Smart Chain, for example, and layer 1s like Zilliqa and etc. etc. So interesting stuff. Radix, also tokenomics. So Radix has a max supply of 24 billion tokens, with 44.1% of the max supply is released for now. So around 10 billion tokens are now in circulating. So they still have some tokens to go. Here you can see the vesting. So the second half, or the second portion of the tokens it's gonna have a very slow unlock, because as you can see here, right, they're issued over a 40-year period, so that's freaking long, right? And these are network emissions, right? So they are minted gradually, and this is more for people. I think you can mine Radix, I'm not sure. But here you can see, like, network emission is the means through which the Radix protocol incentivizes token holders and validated node runners to secure the Radix protocol network. Okay, so I see. So this is for staking, right? So if you stake your Radix, then you get the Radix, of course, in return, but they're minted gradually. Okay, so the first portion then of the tokens are then released. So that's a good thing. So all of this is released. They also, of course, have a stablecoin reserve that's locked, but that's good to see. So that means there's not that much sell pressure left anymore. So investors, Radix raised a fresh $10 million in 2023 from DWF Labs at a valuation of 400 million. And also they raised another $4 million 3 years before that from local Globe and a guy called Tafet Henricus. So in total they got like a $14 million investment. Also they got some equity, or someone has equity in Radix that is valued at 12.7 million. So they got a nice amount of money where they can build up their platform. Did I miss a slide? Yeah, so of course, right, where can you buy Radix? I have to say this is for the Radix team. Radix is not that available for the people in the United States, right? That's something that they have to work on. The only way for people in the US to get Radix is through a DEX, right? But you can get Radix through BitGet, KUCOIN, MiCA, and Gate.io. So it's definitely not US friendly at this point, right? So market cap and revenue. Let's begin with the market cap, right? At the point of the video, the market cap was 164 million, but of course, after Trump won, I think the market cap's slight higher. I think it's around 180 million right now. It was the all-time high was 4.7 billion, as you can see, so it came down a lot. Radix at the moment, because it's a new protocol, is not making, that much revenue at this point. But in the future, of course, they're gonna make money through transaction fees, right? So Radix facilitates DeFi operations such as deploying smart contracts, managing digital assets. Similar to other blockchains network like Ethereum, Radix can generate revenue by charging fees for transactions made on this network. These fees are usually paid in the native utility token XRD, right? Which users need to access network services. Also, staking and validator incentives. So Radix uses a proof of stake consensus mechanism. Stakers, those who hold and lock up Radix token to secure the network, can earn rewards, which are essentially part of the revenue model for participants in the ecosystem. These validator rewards act as incentives for securing the network, contributing to the platform's financial model. Lastly, of course, the ecosystem development, right? So Radix is positioning itself as a platform for developers to build DeFi applications. As more developers and companies create products on Radix, there could be a demand for its tokens to pay for services such as deploying DApps or smart contracts, generating further revenue streams. So that's a short overview how they can make a revenue in the future. I couldn't find anything about current revenue. So we came to a conclusion. So what I've seen so far from the Radix protocol, right? They are a very innovative DeFi protocol, right? Where they use mechanisms like the Siberius mechanism, also where they use things like the Radix engine. So for example, right, Radix enhances decentralized finance with innovative tools and solutions that addresses critical issues in the space such as security and scalability. I like that. Also, developer tools. The platform offers a robust set of tools, including the Radix engine, the Siberius consensus, and the component catalog to help developers build more interoperable and scalable DApps. And of course, and lastly, the most important thing, the Radix community, what I've seen so far, is actively involved in supporting the ecosystem, fostering innovation, and driving the growth of DeFi finance on the platform. And man, they have a hell of a community on Twitter as well, and also in real life. So that's it for the FA portion. Let's dive into some TA. Thank you. Hello guys, welcome to the TA portion of Radix. I'm gonna be brutally honest here. Okay, we went through the FA, and it looked pretty good. Right, the FA was pretty interesting, but someone in the Reddit community needs to tell me what happened here on the charts. Okay, so from my understanding, this got listed on Gate.io on 2022, which of course directly, you had a dump, right, of 63%, and then you had this huge bump in 2023, like almost a 3x. I don't know, by the way, if this is the longest chart they have. This is the chart that I could find. And then back in March, right, 27th, then you just had a huge drawdown of almost like 85%. So I mean, if you're looking to pick up Radix, right, it's basically at value areas, right? But I would definitely, watch out for a couple of things, right? So I would definitely wait till you at least you can reclaim this exchange listing price right there, and can make consistent higher lows, right? Higher highs, higher lows, right? Something like this. It reclaims, and then it busts through, comes back down, and then just breaks this downtrend and continues, right? So I think like an entry would be above like 1.6 cent ish, like 0.016. Yeah, above that, above this line, 1.6, and I would put the stop loss on this underneath this exchange listing price. So it's definitely at huge value areas, but I understand that people will skip this, right? Because this chart, I mean, it looks pretty scary, right? Like I don't know again what happened here, because the FA there's nothing wrong with. But yeah, this is something you're gonna have to wait for a couple reclaims, and then you can look for higher numbers. So if you're looking to enter Radix, I mean, there's no better area than of course here. Just watch out, man. Just have your stop losses under the exchange listing wick if you trust this project, right? And then everything will be all right. So I have not much to say here. You're gonna have to break this huge downtrend. You're gonna have to break it at some point, right? You're gonna have to break 2 cents basically to get rid of this downtrend since March. Also the EMAs, you can see here, this is the main target for Radix. So if Radix ever, right, can get above the daily 200, that's when Radix gets really interesting again, and that's when your downtrend is gonna get broken. Why I'm saying this? Because the last time you broke above the daily 200, you went to man, you had blue skies ahead, right? So the downtrend for Radix will be broken above 2.5 cents, around that level. So above the daily 200, that's what I should aim. So that's it for the TA portion of Radix. I enjoy making the video, and see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.